Trading futures, options on futures, and forex involves a substantial risk of loss and isn't suitable for all investors. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by historical test of strategies, is no guarantee of future performance or success. There's a possibility that you may sustain a loss equal or greater than your entire investment, regardless of which asset class you trade. Therefore, you should not invest or risk any money you couldn't afford to lose.
Right. Hello, everyone. We're going to start today's session, today's event, and we've got a lot to cover. Let me just bring my page in, share it with everyone so you can see. If you can hear me, please do let me know. You can put your comments, your questions you're going to have into the box for me. I could potentially see it through the YouTube link, which you all have registered. First of all, thank you very much, everyone, for your kind emails in regards to my personal family issue, which is still ongoing, but to a certain extent it has been resolved in a sense. But thank you very much for all your emails. Please do let me know if you can hear me okay, so I can get on with the session. We're going to have also my good friend and colleague, Richard Bednall, as well, who can answer your questions in regards to some of the misunderstanding or some of the issues that you might have had in regards to trade guiders and what we want to do as the trading in trading services. So please do let me know. You can hear me okay. Just put your comments in. Right. And I should be able to see your comments coming through now. So just let me know if you can hear me okay. I can see a lot of you have logged in and you are actually signed up as well. Some of the familiar faces in and some of you are not, but it doesn't really matter. The whole point of this event is to basically introduce myself and what I do for those of you who don't know me. Thank you, Richard. Richard can hear me. Thank you, Paul. Yep, I'm good. Thank you. John, there is a place that you can put your comment in on the YouTube area. If you put in your comment in the YouTube area on the right-hand side and just send, I will receive it straight away. All right, John? So you could do that as well. Right. So let me just explain a little bit what I want to provide here in this live trading room. Today, obviously, is the event, but I will basically explain to those of you who are not familiar with the room or haven't been part of the room in the past. Basically, I will be trading a live account, and I do take trades, and on the basis of taking the trades, do a commentary on why the trade I've taken the trade, and if it's a successful trade, I explain the reasoning behind it, and if it's a not successful trade, I will explain my reasoning behind that as well. Also, we want to really, for people who are actually using the VSA softwares, it doesn't matter which one you use, but obviously I will be using the VSA Lite on the TradingView platform, it's about teaching you about VSA methodology and how to implement those methodology in your trading strategy. Andre, thank you very much. I hope you're okay as well. Right, let me bring Richard in, and if you have any questions in regards to what Richard is going to discuss, please put them forward to me and I will pass on to all over to you, Richard.
Okay, thanks for that, Aram. Hopefully you can hear me all okay. I thought I'd just set today in context a little bit. Basically, we've run the trading room under the Trade to Win banner for well over a year, and we've had some really good successful results. We got together with Aram recently to decide how to best move forwards with the live trading room. And this is the situation. The Trade to Win core business is what I call a highly scalable automated trading software operation. But at the same time, we also firmly believed that Trade to Win needed to offer supporting services such as live trading and other educational support, either person to person or person to group. And to make that work and be really successful in the longer term, it requires a different approach and business model. So a few weeks ago, we got together with Aram to see how best to offer the trading and educational services within Trade to Win. And Aram has been very keen to take on this service and to give it the attention it really needs. So we all agreed that the ideal win-win solution would be for Aram to take on the trading room and to offer other supporting educational services as a standalone operation, but partnered with the Trade to Win offering. So today, I'm pleased to say it's the first day of the new operation, and I know from talking with Aram that he's got some great plans for growing these services with our full support. So yes, please give Aram any questions you may have on it, and I'll do my best to answer. But it's back over to you, Aram, and let's enjoy some good trading.
Thank you very much, Richard. Right, let's have a look and see. I mean, I will explain a little bit more in regards to how you could actually go into the new website we've set up. It's called the VSATradingServices.com, which I've got on the screen right now. You can visit that particular website. Obviously, when you decide to join into the room and become a paid subscriber, you will have a login details and so forth, which you can log in. There is a support section as well, which is obviously going to be taken care of by myself and Richard as well. There are event sections, so I'm going to create more events as we go along during the week on a weekly basis if it's possible, and make sure that people can come in and ask questions if they have any doubts. In regards to the mentorship, something that you could always, if you're interested, you could send your details in and you just click on the mentorship page and you can fill in your details and we will come back to you with your request and so forth as well. Now, let's have a look at some of the today's, before I actually look at the we had a news at around 1:30 in the US on average hourly earning and non-farm employment changes and unemployment rate as well. And this really had a major impact on to the chart of the cable, the GBP USD, as you can see. 1:30, this was the news. And you could see everyone was going short at that point because the market was coming down. But I did notice on the 1 second chart and the 5 second chart, a couple of principles, which is on the VSA Lite. Let me just bring it to 1:30. There you go. I saw shakeout. Three shakeouts. A couple of them were not confirmed. Nevertheless, they were there. Potential professional buying and a potential professional buying. And I knew this is going to push up in the news. All right. So there was a very good way that you could actually figure out where the market is going to go, in a sense, in the news. You could have a look at the lower time frame, and that gives you an indication of what the market is going to do. So if you, for example, you were selling before the news, you obviously should not be trading in the news anyway. And I will show you that and teach you that as well, and the reasoning behind it as well, once you join the room in the live trading room as from next week. Now, a little bit more about what I'm planning to do, in a sense. We are aiming to run the room on a Wednesday, every Wednesday, from probably 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. UK time, right up to about 4 o'clock, about 3 hour session to start with. And really, considering a 3-hour session for the subscription of the room, which is only $59 per month, that's 12 hours in a month. That's just under $5 an hour. So it's not really that expensive in a sense. But as the number of the room grows, which we are planning to do so in the coming months and the year, I will increase the hours, and I will bring in more hours in, and potentially, depending on the regional aspects of the clients, we will also compensate and try to cover for those people, for example, in Australia and New Zealand, which I've had many customers in the past, and Southeast Asia. Then we probably bring we will have a session for them at earlier time, so it would be able for them to attend the live sessions. We also going to archive all these sessions that we're going to do, like we were doing in Trade to Win. If you're familiar with that, you probably know that you could attend and log in and have a look at the archives if you cannot attend the live sessions. I have received a few emails in regards to some of the inquiries that you've had. I really do apologize if I haven't come back to you as yet. I will try to come back to you once I get into the swing of things here in the room. And I will try to explain those emails to everyone else as well. And I explain in the live sessions, and I will let you know exactly how it's happening and why, the reasoning behind those questions that you had, and explain everything to you in the live session. If you have any questions or doubts in regards to what is going on with the live trading room, the Trade to Win, please ask me the questions, and I will put that forward to Richard to answer. But if you are clear about it now, then that's fine as well. So let's have a look. I'm just going to analyze the cable today, because today is an event session. So I want to just give you a sort of a glimpse of what I will probably be doing in the room, in the live trading room. And obviously, if you have any questions in regards to the trading aspects, please go ahead and ask me, and I will answer you as soon as I can. Now let's have a look at the daily chart of the cable, and let's see what is going on. Let me get rid of that for now. And as you can see today, I'll just expand this a bit more so everyone can see clearly. And as you can see, the last few days, on the 12th of July, you've got a potential professional selling that did appear, which is in the VSL Lite. It's called potential professional selling. And basically, what that means that gives you indication that the market might turn over and go down. And but obviously, there are a lot of rules and regulations, which I will explain to you in detail in the room. And you can join in and ask as many questions as you want to. But for our analysis purposes, the potential professional selling did appear, but it appeared on where the trend was going up. So it had a good strength behind us, and the market was pushing up, and obviously the potential professional selling was not confirmed, and therefore you have to be make sure you're ready, that you wait for the market to come back down below the trigger lines, which does appear on the potential professional selling or potential professional buying. So only the trigger lines do appear on the potential professional selling or potential professional buying. And then you have got another two indicators on the weak side, which is the no demand, which it comes as ND. This is that one there. Or you've got upthrust. Okay. So I will explain that to you as I go along and change the charts into lower time and explain and just do a little bit of analogy of what's going on in the pound, the cable at the moment. You can always zoom in your chart and see what the background is or what's been going on. Obviously, the pound is showing a bit of strength. It's not really going down as low as I thought it might do. Nevertheless, we try to trade on a daily basis on what the trends are going to be. All right. But it's good to be aware of what is going on in the background as well. Now, the other thing that you do get on the VSL Lite, you get what is called the volume thermometer right at the bottom, where the volume, obviously, the higher volume that you have, the higher sort of like these ones, higher volume, that usually means that it's activity of the professionals. Okay, there's something going on. As you can see here, the volumes are increasing, and as you can see, the market is pushing up. Obviously, this is good, also a good analogy for you to understand, and this is something that I will explain more in detail in the live trading room as from next week. Now, the current situation, we have come back down. We have changed behavior of the market. What do I mean by behavior of the market? The market on the VSA Lite or any of the VSA software that you have what is called behavioral changes or behavior. Behavior is like when there's a green dots or green diamonds, it means that the market is bullish. When it's gray, the market is changing behavior. And when it's red, the market is bearish. All right. So right now we are below the trigger line. And now we'll be looking at what we call a no demand, like this one, or an uptrust. All right. And obviously, this is a daily chart, and I don't usually trade the daily chart. I don't actually trade the daily chart at all, but I use it for analysis purposes. All right. And the thing that I can see as the market is coming down, I can see the relative volume bars of the selling are starting to increase. So we want to see whether that's going to continue with a no demand. So right now, what you're looking for is potentially a short trade. Okay. So, but the setup hasn't happened yet, and you need to wait for that setup to happen. But that doesn't mean you cannot go ahead and trade, because in the lower time frames, you will have many setups that you could take trades and potentially make money. Okay. So now let's have a look at the lower time frame. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart. And if I squeeze the chart a little bit, I have got potential professional selling there, and you can see the volume there. It's quite decent. But then the next one is a potential professional buying, higher volume. Basically, the market has pushed up for a bit. You have an uptrust, as I said to you. When you see an uptrust, you usually should see the uptrust below the trigger line, not above the trigger line. Below the trigger line is very important. So we haven't got that, and we got the behavior as bullish anyway. You got a test, and the test, basically what's done is change the behavior of the market. Now, does that mean you might say, well, I've seen a test there, I had a potential professional buying there? Usually that is a sign for buying. Now, would I want to buy after that test? And let me just expand this a bit, because usually on the VSL Lite, when you got potential professional buying and you've got a test above the trigger line and you've got a good trend of strength behind you, that usually means you can go ahead and buy. But you obviously don't just have a look at one time frame, the 4-hour chart. You need to have a look at multiple time frame. So let's see if there are any setups here, okay, for a long trade. So what I want to do is I'm going to sorry about that. Let me have a look. There you go. This is the area of my interest where I want to see, because of the potential professional buy in my 4-hour chart, and I'm above the trigger line, and I've got strength behind me. The behavior hasn't changed. Oh, it's changed here, but it's been predominantly been bullish, pushing up. So I want to see whether there is any potential entry point for a long trade on a 4-hour chart. Now, I will have a look at 30 minutes chart, and I will bring that highlighted area. Okay. And have a look at that and see where are the tests that has appeared. I've got tests there. So what I usually do, I usually go ahead and put a vertical line and color it green because it's obviously bullish. And if it's selling, you color it red. And you do the same here, and you do the same here. Then I have a look at the 40 minutes chart. I've got another test there. Then I have a look at 50 minutes chart. Got several more tests here. I've got potential professional buying, which is good, and a test. So and basically I'll be looking for tests or shakeouts, because that's another sign of strength. So shakeout or a test, and I want to see also the behavior of the market has been bullish. As I zoom up, I have a look at the 59 minutes chart. There is a shakeout, and usually I put a line there on a shakeout, but I basically put that as a dotted line, so I know it's a shakeout. The hourly chart, got test there again, which is a good sign. So 2-hour chart, you got test there, just before they so just put a dotted a solid line. Got potential professional buying as well. All right, and you could see that the market is pushed up. 3-hour chart. Okay, nothing much significant there. The only thing is that the market is being pushed up. There is a bullish side to the market. And 4-hour chart, which is our chart which we want to trade. So obviously this has happened in the past, all right, but I will do it in the live trading room live, and I will show everyone how to set these up as we go along. And then obviously the 4-hour chart takes a long time for it to set up. Nevertheless, the procedure is like this on the VSA, where you got test, shakeout, test, followed by test. These are all sign of what? Sign of strength. Where are you on the chart? You're above the trigger line. There are several entry points. My entry point on a 4-hour chart would have been here on this dotted line. The shakeout here. And on the test, the 3 tests that I've got on the previous time frames would tell me that this market is going to push up. And when you get a shakeout also in the previous lower time frames, that is a good sign that the market is going to continue pushing up, especially if you've got strength behind you and you've got you're above the trigger line. All right, so these are several entry points for a 4-hour chart, which you can plan as soon as you get that PB appearing. You keep monitoring the multiple time frame, and every time you get a test, you mark them. And obviously on your own chart, the 4-hour chart, also if you get test, great. If you don't worry about it, because if you get in on the lower time frame, that will be sufficient enough for you to implement a buying position into the trade. Now, you might be saying, well, it happened in a 2-hour chart, this test. What's that got to do with 4-hour chart? Whether your 2-hour chart makes up your 4-hour chart. Okay, your 30 minutes chart will make up your hour chart makes your 2-hour, your 2-hour makes your 3-hour, and your 3-hour makes your 4-hour chart. Okay, and that's the reason we need to look at multiple time frames to make a safe entry. And if all the conditions are met, which obviously I will go through in the live trading room, I do like to stick to the rules 110%, and there are times where I do not stick to the rules, and the reason I do is because to show everyone that the rules do work if you follow them correctly. Now, it's obviously not everything is 100%, but you're always going to have a higher percentage of earning. Yeah. Hi, Paul. How are you? Paul is here as well. Excellent. Now, so any questions so far? Thank you very much, Paul. It's nice to be back as well. Any questions from anyone on what I've just talked about? You can put that in now. And if you have any questions or any doubts in regards to the changes that we have made to the live trading room, you can also go ahead and ask me. We're going to have obviously a majority of our chat area is going to be through the WhatsApp area, the WhatsApp group chat. So once you register and you become a new subscriber, in the email you receive, we will also give you the details of joining into the WhatsApp area as well. And it's great that we will have that. Right. Oh yeah. Hi Seb. How are you? I hope you're okay as well. Right. Richard, is there anything else you want to add, or shall I carry on?
No. You're good to go.
Fantastic. Right. So if anybody has any questions, please do let me know, and we can go ahead and I can go ahead and answer you. That's not a problem. So now on the 4-hour chart, as you can see, the potential professional buying did appear. The market did push up, gone above the trigger line. Now you say, well, you might be saying, well, you got a shakeout there and you got a test there, and after a PB, why wouldn't I go and buy there and there? Well, it's one of the main reasons is that, as I explained earlier on, you need to have the trend be the same as the buying trend, as the bullish trend, the green. When the shakeout happens in where the market is going down and it's a bearish market, that's really is basically telling you that it might not go further down, it might go further down, so therefore it's not possible to take any trades there on a long side. Now obviously, if the behavior of the market changes, you have test, shakeout, test, and a potential professional buying, and the market behavior has changed, then yes, as long as you're above the trigger line and you've got these in the background, then yes, you could potentially take a long trade. As you can see, you could take a long trade there on a 4-hour chart. But now, what is going on with the pound against the USD, also known as the cable? You can see the market is really in the what we call the trigger area. So there's no trade possible there yet. Market is changing behavior to push up. You have a look at the relative volume. Every time there's buying going on, the market, basically the relative volumes are pushing up a little bit as well. So ideally what I want to see now in this market is to see the actual this effect where the market will push up, go above the trigger line, and obviously we see another test or shakeout and a test together, and that would give us an idea that this market might push up a bit higher. Also, on the relative volume, I want to see more increased volume of the buying, like I've seen here. You see that? And I've just explained to you, as the market is pushing up, you want to see the volumes are increasing in size. Now, let's move down to the lower time frame to analyze the hourly chart. On the hourly chart, we're still below the trigger line. So for me to take a trade on a long is definitely not going to happen because I'm still below the trigger line. So therefore, potential professional buying was never confirmed anyway. Got few no demands there. So it's, so it's potentially, for me on an hourly chart, it looks like more a short trade potentially than a long trade. And you could see that on a 4-hourly chart that the market was coming down, dipping down. So it might actually continue. If this continue to go down lower, then we're probably looking for potential selling because we are below the trigger line. But obviously, I will explain all of these to you once you join into the live trading room, and we'll put it into practice on every Wednesdays. 30 minutes chart. You can see a lot of no demand, and we are below the trigger line. But look at, always have a look, narrow the chart down and see what the highest volume is. This is the highest volume in your chart. You have you can put a line there. On the highest volume bar, usually what I do, I put a line there, and I put a line above that as well. Just make sure it's in the right area. There you go. And you got this one here as well. So this basically will work as your support and resistance area. And we are below that level at the moment. So as long as it stays below this level, and you also have to notice what is going on with the trend of the market. And the trend of the market is generally going down. So the market is actually going down. So it's probably be better to wait for a short setups, okay? Because the general trend is going down. Is there any questions at the moment? Sell liquidity above 0.128. Yeah, 1.28. Yep, absolutely correct, Seb. I agree with you as well. I do feel that this is going to go, as you can see, the trigger lines that have appeared is just above 1.28071 and below 1.27875, which is really, I'll be looking for a short trade setup. So it's very important in trading that you need to be patient and wait for the right setup to happen. Because if you do not wait and you just want to rush in, you will not make money in this business. You need to be very patient, and I know it's difficult sitting in front of your laptop or computer for 3 or 4 hours and try to make nothing is happening. You might be feeling, well, what's going on? I'm not making any money. But if you be patient and go in correctly at the right time, using all the principles that do appear in the right places, making sure you analyze the chart on a daily basis so you understand where the market is heading towards, and you can plan your trade and you can make successful trade and you can become very successful. I do know A lot of people that might be actually in this room right now and listening, who used to be part of my live trading room, and I hope that I will see them again soon in the new venture of the trading room, and they were successful at trading, and they are successful traders. And actually, the majority of my people who were in my room were successful traders. And the reason I know, because I have spoken to them, and I know that they are they have used the live trading room to their advantage. And you can do so as well. And by joining in this room, we will I will try to obviously increase the hours as we go along, and also bring in a different methodology of trading into the frame as well. So as well as the VSA, but obviously the VSA methodology has got a different ways of approaching, and there are other aspects of and methodology of trading that I will be trying to bring into this room for those of you who are interested. So now, as we can see on a 30 minutes chart, the general trend is down. So I don't want to trade this now on the long side unless I'm in a lower time frame, because this is a 30 minutes chart. The last hour or so has been pushing up, but you can see the volume of the buying has started to decrease. So this is a short up move, trying to get some people out of the way. So basically what we call a rotation, trying to get people out of the way who've been selling. So once they're ready, they're taking as many people out of the way as possible. Then they will come back down and try to bring the market lower down. I will obviously explain all of this to you in the live trading room as well. Yes, Seb, that's a very good comment. Actually, he said you need to post a link to the new website room. Yes, I have shown the room to everyone. This is, but I will do that as well into the.
Actually, if I can just interrupt, Aram,
Yep.
If you go to Trade to Win, you'll now see there's a link to the trading room on the menu bar, and that takes you straight through to your site.
Okay, no problem. Let's try that. So Trade to Win also. So if you go to Trade to Win, and you can see Trade to Win with VSA, complete trading guide, and then you got learn more here. And if you click onto that, that will take hold on, that should take us to trading room, and that's the trading room, and it goes straight. Once you click the trading room, it goes to this website, which I've just sent the link in. So either link would work. So if you go Trade to Win, and then you go to the trading room, and you click on the trading room tab, and that will go into the trading services website, which are integrated together now. So it's wonderful. Richard, Sebastian saying hi to you as well.
Hi, Sebastian.
Right. So now, is there any question from anyone in regards to the trading aspect? But obviously, the trading room, yes, that's a very good question, Paul. Let me just answer that. You're saying that it's $59. Yeah, it's a $59. Is it, Richard? Is it a rolling basis, or is it they have to do it on a monthly basis, or is it rolling basis and a 30 days notice or something like that?
Yeah, basically, it's just like it used to be. It's just a prepaid monthly subscription, which you can cancel at any time. And same as for the archive subscription too.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Richard. Right. Any more questions in regards to the trading, or any question into the for the trading room? Please just put them in for me, please. Thank you. Right. Let's come back to what I was doing. Right. Now let's go down to the 15 minutes chart as we go along and squeeze the chart a bit. Look at the highest volume bar on your chart is there, and currently what we are below that level, and that is really a short setup. So it's basically what we need to do is consider short trade. Now if this market does go up and go above this level, then obviously we'll be looking for a long trade. So if you get something, where is my arrow? Right. So if the market is continue pushing up above that level, and we go into this area, this is an area where we want to really be, because of the high volume there, the high volume bar. So this is the highest. So we need to be aware of this support and resistance area. But obviously, for that setup to happen, it's going to take a long time. So in the meanwhile, in the lower time frame, you can always go ahead and make trades, and I will do that in the live trading room. Right. Let's see if I've got any more questions. If not, I can't. Okay, I don't have any questions, so let's continue. 15 minutes chart. So we can see, as you can see, we are above the trigger line. We've got potential professional sellings did not get confirmed. There's a potential professional buying has confirmed. We're starting to see increasing volume of the buying, but the general trend of the market has been going down. The low are getting lower, and then now it's changing back up a little bit. So it's a bit at the moment. I would not trade this on a 15 minutes chart at all. I wait and see, but on a lower time frame, potentially there are trades potentially possible on a long side, because you can see in the last 45 minutes to almost an hour, you've got the markets pushing up. So therefore, on the lower time frames, this you should be considering long in this. But I will show you 5 minutes chart. You can see the market starting to push up after the news. Market is pushing up. They're keeping this level. We are above the trigger line. So now if you get a test appearing, it's a good entry point for a long trade. If you get a shakeout as well, and you want to see continuing of seeing the relative volume at the bottom with a increased volume of the buying bars. 1 minute chart. There's a test there. There's a no demand, but we are above the trigger line. The potential professional selling hasn't been confirmed. After the news, it has pushed up. So I really think usually what the news does, they keep the market going sideways. So when this sort of situation happens in the news, we tend to find the market sort of goes sideways for a while before it makes a decision what it's going to do. So it's another thing I will show you and teach you in the live trading room, and how to recognize that, how to analyze that in the process. But currently, what we are seeing, the market is not doing much on a 1 minute chart. You can see the market is going sideways. So you're going to have a sideways move for a small period of time. It'll probably be all afternoon today, and see. And there's significant headlines coming out as well in the pound against USD in the cable. So it will be interesting to see what will happen to this chart. But really, to me, I would potentially wait and wait and see until I see another test potentially now, or a shakeout, and potentially might be a good trade to go on the upside. So we'll wait and see. So if I expand this, but still, let's not forget there are different types of trading, which I will go over with. And there are swing traders, and they are scalpers. And I usually like to do the scalping trading, short scalp trading, in and out, in a sense, and make some money. It doesn't matter how low or high it is, and if it's going in my favor, I will stick around and stay in the trade. And if it goes against me, I also will show in the live trading room how you can significantly reduce your losses to almost zero. And if you follow the technique, which I will go over in the live trading room, I will show you how you can make trades, how quickly you can put yourself into even a small profit on every single trade. And I would say every single trade, I'll probably say 8 out of 10 trades will be a winning trades. Sebastian, I cannot teach you anything. You are a professional trader, as I know, and I will bring you in at some point in this live trading room and to give your input as well, whilst we're doing the live trading room as well. So I hope I answered that question to you. Right. So now, is there any other questions? Right. I wanna hear from the people. Please, everyone that are in the room right now, please do let me know if you are or have been in the Trade to Win live trading room. Please just put yes, Y for yes, N for no. So I know, who majority. If some of you are have been part of that room, please do let me know in the comment area. Just put Y that you've been in part of the room, live trading room, and the ones that haven't been, just put N as well. Now, I want to have a look and see potentially whether I could take a trade. I can see the market now is, as I said, it's going a little bit sideways. You can see there's not much volume going on. It's a Friday afternoon, and that's why I put the trading room on Wednesdays to start with, and then we will expand it to potentially for Tuesdays and a Thursday and potentially Friday as well. Once we expand in the number of hours and the number of days as well, we make sure. But usually Wednesdays are the best day to trade, and Fridays is not really so great to trade, especially Friday afternoon. After news like this, you can see most of the trades have been done by the professional traders. So this area here, 130, I know for fact. I had a text message from my colleague, from a friend of mine in one of the bankers, and he told me that they're going to be buying the pound. He told me about 11 o'clock this morning. He says to me, get ready to buy in the afternoon in the news. So I knew this is going to go up anyway, because I had an idea. But they, potentially the professional traders, trade in a different way, and as long as we are following them in the shadow of the professionals, so therefore we can make money, but we obviously it's not going to be as great as they do, because of the substantial fund as well that they have. So potentially now, what is going on, majority of the professional traders are not trading right now in the UK for sure, and potentially maybe in the US some of them are still trading, but in the UK they are not, and they're just waiting, and that's why the volume is not so great. There's not much involvement now, and you can see the market is not doing much. It's going sideways. So we'll see. Hopefully next Wednesday I will see you all in the room, and we can take some trades for a few hours, and potentially if you have also have any questions in regards to the trading aspects, you can always go ahead and ask me in that live session as well. Now let me have a look and see whether there is potentially something going on. We've got a test just appeared now, which is a good sign. Let me go to the 5 second and see what is going on. Yeah, since the news, you can see the market trend has been pushing up. Let's not forget, this is a 5 second chart. This is not a swing trade. This is a super scalping, okay, as is known. We've got PS just appeared there now, but the general trend has been up. So after the news, in the news, you probably should have bought correctly. Potential professional buying did appear, and there were tests that you could have bought into, and of course we've had the trigger lines positioned there, so we were above the trigger line and the market was pushing up. So potentially now I think they have taken it high enough, and now people are realizing that they want to get into buying and they might want to bring it back down again, but we'll see. Got potential professional selling has appeared as well. Right, Andre, okay, that's no problem. Anyone else? Have you been part of my room? Please do say yes or no. Just put YIN. Keep them coming, please. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask me. Yes, I will be trading live account. It's a £1,000 account, but I'm planning in the next few months, in the coming months, to increase the fund and add bit by bit to it. And the reason being, we also, what I want to do, I want to trade a higher account, say for example the £10,000 account, and I'm going to trade also the £1,000 account as well, because as you can appreciate, not many people can afford to have £10,000 account, or some people can, obviously, but we want to basically, my aim is to teach everyone about how to take quick trade, super scalping trades using the VSA methodology and the VSA Lite software, using the TradingView platform. And absolutely correct. And hedging would be also part of, with that will be also implemented as well. Right. So let's see if I've got any more questions. Anyone? Is everything clear to everyone in regards to the aspects of trade to win and obviously the VSA trading services as well? I mean, I think we have explained everything, Richard. I think it should be clear to everyone now.
Yep, I think it is.
Yeah. I think what will happen now, I think Richard will follow up an email to everyone over the weekend. Look out for those emails. If you do have any more inquiries or any more questions that you might have, please use the WhatsApp area to put your questions in, and we will go ahead and answer you on those bases. Right. I think we're going to end today's session, today's event, since there's not seem to be much questions coming through. I hope you enjoyed today's event, and I will see everyone on Wednesday, the 16th of August, where we're going to start at 1 o'clock UK time, and we'll run it to 4 o'clock, 3-hour session. And that will be happening on a weekly basis. And we will also try to do events as much as we can. And hopefully you enjoyed today's session. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here today. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and looking forward to meet all of you in the live trading room. Thank you very much, and bye from me. Thank you.